Alright, Ethereal synchronicity 444, esync444. Yes, y'all, reporting to you, the world, from my home, my base, my place, wherever you at, your safe spaces. Anyway, why am I here today? I'm going to try to keep this one kind of brief. So much so, I'm going to take a time check / timer, make myself slightly comfortable. That ain't feeling too hot. There we go, that's better. Woo. Right, on the 3rd of July, I believe, the 2nd, depending on where you are in the world. Let's have a look here. In fact, here it's the 2nd of July, so, you know, depending on what time zone you're in, you are going to be experiencing a solar eclipse. Yeah, everyone should have heard me say that. Solar eclipse. That's basically when the sun and the sun gets covered by the moon passes over, blocks out the light from the sun. That's a solar eclipse. And then the lunar eclipse is when the sun blocks out the moon, but it's a bit more complicated. I don't want to get into too many details with this, because as I understand with the nature of human beings, what is in it for me, you ask? How does this affect me? What is the specific situation for my individual personal self? Well, the honest truth about that is that depends on you as a individual specifically. That means that you need to look at your own, well, not look at yourself, but you need to have your own natal chart drawn up, which uses your birth time, location, and birth date, year obviously, and yeah, that will enable you to work out what this eclipse means exactly for you. So as I said, I'm going to keep it snappy. The sun and the moon are going to be meeting at 10 degrees in Cancer. Now each sign has 30 degrees, there's 12 signs, 360 degrees circular formation. If you don't understand that, then yeah, basic geometry, there's 360 degrees in a circle. So with 10 degrees in each sign, 30 degrees in each sign, 10 degrees is about 1/3 of the way through a sign. So the sun and the moon are in the first third, moving into the second of Cancer. Now Cancer actually lies opposite Capricorn in a circular fashion of the seasons, and square to Aries and Libra. So the most notable effects would be probably noticed with people who have planets in those regions, personal planets, or even maybe generational planets. But it will have a slightly different effect on everybody depending on their personal individual chart, as I say. So when I said I was going to keep it simple, check me here for time, I was going to do it by a sun sign breakdown. Now if you know your rising sign, then you're basically at a level where you could probably look this up elsewhere at this point, and you could see the plethora of people talking about the solar eclipse on July the 2nd, July the 3rd. But if you just basically got into astrology or only know your sun sign, like the majority of people, I'm just going to tell you what it means for your sun sign. So let's see, time stamping. So yeah, it's the Cancer eclipse. So although the zodiac starts with Aries, I'm going to start with Cancer because obviously it's the birthday season of Cancerians. So if you're a Cancer and you don't know your rising sign, bear this in mind. Disclaimer: if you know your rising sign, listen to the general for your rising sign, because it will apply to your sun sign and rising sign. But if you do know your rising sign, yeah, obviously listen to that. If you don't know your rising sign, listen to this. So for Cancerians, timestamp again. Cancerians, it'll be a first house situation, individual identity, yourself, the person. Now Cancer energy normally relates to home, family, heritage, and things of that nature, or traditions. But with it regard to a first house, it's more of an identity situation. It works in an Aries fashion. So how you identify with yourself. In fact, yeah, and we're talking about the sun, then you've got the Leo, the form of expression. So yeah, there's going to be something notable for the Cancers who are born, especially in the first third or close to July the 2nd, say, you know, 5 days after, 5 days before, they'll be the most noticeably affected. If you're born on those days or around that time, yeah, you might notice a change in your personal identity or expression, or how you're coming out or maybe coming across as a Cancerian, which yeah, that'll be a very coming from a very deep place, because it's an eclipse. So with the eclipse, what it does is it makes the new moon, because it's basically a new moon, 3 times stronger, said by some, but does that much stronger. And with that being the case, then yeah, it's going to be quite an almighty push. So anyway, following on from Cancer, you've got Leo. Now, if Leo was going to experience a full moon, or sorry, a new moon in Cancer, it's going to fall in the 12th house, and that's going to be in regards to the, well, you can call it the house of spirituality, the house of self-undoing, the house of the hidden things, even hidden from the self. Now, what that will basically mean is that things from the subconscious world, or the unseen, may come to play a more significant part with the life of people who live in Leo. And Sun Leo, Moon Leo, personal planets Leo, but yeah. Yeah, your spirituality, or some kind of loss, or some kind of, there's different ways it can play out, because the 12th house is to do with the sacrificing or the letting go, so that you can bring in the new as well at times. So yeah, there may be that element for Leo going on, to refresh something, maybe. Then moving on, Virgo, 10th house. So you're going backwards of houses, forwards with signs, as astrologers know. Virgo are going to find this fall in their 11th house, basically their house of networks, friends, associations, ideals, hopes and wishes. So if you're a Virgo, you may have a noticeable shift in the networks and communications that you make with the wider group of people and the masses on the broader scale. That's definitely something I can picture. Or even your ideals and your wishes, you might want to start to focus some energy or attention on them, or even just reevaluate what they are. Libra, 4th sign from Cancer, moving forward. So, but being the 4th sign from Cancer is like a 10th house situation. So yeah, with Libra as a sun sign, you're going to find a situation where this eclipse is going to play out in your professional, public recognition, reputation area. So yeah, there could be a change in career or public recognition. So yeah, that area basically that can be most seen, so it'll be very noticeable for Libra because it squares Cancer essentially. So you're talking about Libras born, I'm gonna say what, 10 days in, give or take. So you're talking about 5 days to 15 days in, the strongest effect really there. So 10 days in from Libra. Libra starts at September the 23rd and 24th roughly. So yeah, we're talking anybody who's basically late September and early October, those Libras will feel it and notice it quite strongly in their career or reputation or authority, some kind of structure like that. Scorpio. For Scorpio, it's going to be a 9th house situation, and the 9th house deals with, don't want to say the higher mind, so I will say the beliefs and the philosophies and how you put together your bigger picture. Yeah, I definitely say that. And with that being the case, there's definitely going to be some kind of change, impact, highlight of understanding in that area of your belief, your philosophy, or possibly like, yeah, your bigger picture view essentially. For Sagittarius, it's going to be an 8th house situation. So the 8th house deals with, classically said, sex, death, taxes, inheritances, basically all of the stuff where you have to merge in life, other people's values, quite frankly, because the first house deals with your identity, second house, your values, then the 7th and 8th house are a reflection of the first and second house. So instead of the other person's identity and what they're about is their values, so that's another 8th house quality. Now, so yeah, your joint finances, relationships, things that you're deeply interwoven in, so major businesses, schemes that you rely on, essentially, there may be some change for you there, Sagittarius. Capricorn, what we got going on for you, Capricorn? Well, time check, Father Time, not doing too bad. Capricorn, it's going to be a situation that falls in your 7th house, so that means in partnerships, relationships, it's public relationship, but it's personal relationship in the sense of one-to-one basis. Yeah, so how you deal with people on a one-to-one level, or how you relate, how you work in partnership, essentially. Those kind of things are looked at in the 7th house, so they'll be looked at for Capricorns who especially have birthdays that fall around the first 10 days of Capricorn. So that's the first 5 to 15 days, you know. So past Capricorn, what we're going to talk about, Aquarius. Yeah, so Aquarius, instead of the 7th house, it's the 6th house. Bear in mind, this is all dependent upon your sun sign position, how far in the zodiac it is, and your real rising sign. So I'll state it again for anybody who skipped through to the timestamps and are halfway through. Disclaimer, you need to know your rising sign. Sorry about that, Aquarius, thought I'd get that in just in case anyone wants to make or take shots. You know how it goes, it's all about details. So for yourselves, the 6th house is to do with work. There you go, details, routine, health, yeah, how you make your daily bread, or people you employ to help you with doing that. So for yourself, that's where you may see an area of change, Aquarius, coming up on the cards. It could be a new job, really, or something new, or there's debts as well. Like the 8th house, the 6th house can deal with debts, but it could be deal with money that you could make possibly as well, as opposed to money that you pay out. Could go both ways, Aquarius. But yeah, definitely look at the area of health and routines and possibly work life. Pisces, what's going on, Pisces? For you, it's going to be a 5th house situation. If it's 6 for them, it's 5th for you. So the 5th house deals with risk, speculation, gambling, love, children, creativity, all of the things that Leo like look after and take care of. So for Pisces, they're things where you may have a new vista, open doors, or change in like a way that you wasn't maybe possibly foreseeing. Or yeah, a new relationship, like the other romantic thing rather than a serious marriage thing to start with, if you see what I mean. Anyway, like this nature, or just having fun and enjoying yourself could be something that you'd be really trying to think about a lot more, Pisces. And Aries, 4th house situation for yourselves. So 4th house speaks to home, family, traditions, all of the things of Cancer. So it's kind of like a reflection. So with yourselves, it could be something to do with the home life, where you live, mothers, family, even fathers. 4th house does deal with the lineage, so paternal and maternal. But yeah, there's definitely like those kind of areas for Aries to be considering in terms of family life, where something may come to notice and want to be addressed. After Aries, we've got Taurus. So Taurus, who are usually patient, which is a trait, so it's said. You're going to have a 3rd house situation with this new moon in Cancer. So 3rd house deals with siblings. Siblings are brothers and sisters, cousins and aunties even can fall into that 3rd house. People you deal with every day, neighbours, everyday, local community, short distance, mental facilities, how you think, how you communicate, all those kind of things fall under the third house, Taurus. So for yourself, I mean, it could be something even to do with writing or communicating. These days, third house could be translated to a presence even online by writing or blogging or something like that. That's just me randomly throwing something out there off the top, because it used to be an 11th house situation with it being to the world, but now the internet connects us to our local people as well. So I guess that's the connection where both houses come in. So yeah, Taurus, basically you're going to might be changing the way you communicate or where you go or the places that you frequent for the time being in your local areas. And after Taurus, last but not least, Gemini. And if you've managed to get this far, Gemini, then lo and behold, praise to you, because I know y'all don't really be waiting like that. Y'all would have just timestamped it straight to the end anyway if you realise this situation. So yeah, for Gemini, it's going to be a but you know what? Guess what? Last but not least, for Gemini, it's a second house situation. So for yourselves, Gemini, it's going to fall in your house of worth, self-esteem, yeah, self-worth, values, and money that you kind of, and resources that you can kind of save, or skills as well. So you may be looking at skills. Oh, Taurus may be looking at it as well, because third house is the mental way of it. But acquiring it and really embodying it, it's the second house with skills that you kind of can make money from. So yeah, finances, self-worth, self-esteem, all those kind of areas are looked at with a second house transit. Now I've kept it really basic for everybody. Give myself a time check. Yeah, I've not really made it complicated by saying that how many planets are in aspect with how many other planets in your personal chart and the complication of it, everybody. If you want that kind of detail, email me on email in the description, or I'll just say it out for anybody who's listening to this podcast style. So that's esync, that's esync444 at gmail.com. And yeah, just yeah, get in contact with me. We can arrange something in regards to possibly doing a report special for this eclipse. And if you want any kind of basic mini readings for your natal charts, where I could possibly do recording of audio and send that to you, or even video if you specialise and ask me nicely enough. Yeah, that can be something that I will be happy to look into as well. But no, I'm going to push on with the services and just raising the bar and raising the level and doing the thing. Be you, do the best obviously that you can do that suits you, makes you truly happy. And with that being the case, yeah, my happiness / your happiness hopefully breeds into a life full garden of more happiness. So that's what we try to bring out here. Anyway, I really and truly hope this is recorded and that you can hear me well, because I ain't recorded on this camera for quite a while. So yeah, I did a mini sound check, but I've not got to check it and play it back, if you know what I mean. Anyway, regardless of the ramble, like, share, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And yeah, peace, love and light. Love y'all, all the new subscribers. I'm absolutely like buzzing, and I'm happy to meet so many new people, make so many new connections. Yeah, we're on a flight path, I should say, sorry. So yeah, I could realise, yeah. But yeah, all the new subscribers and old subscribers, long time subscribers, and everybody that's been with me through the journey and that, loving you and absolutely like buzzing about what's going ahead right now, because like you gotta make moves or be moved on. Right, deuces, signing out.